Hello there, my friends. Chris Marcus here with you for Arcadia Economics. And a quick video tonight about some recent comments from Rick Rule, who was part of Sprott Global. I know he's retired. Not sure his exact status now, but certainly involved with the Sprott Silver Trust. And I thought it would be worthwhile passing along a few comments he made on the Liberty and Finance channel. That's Dunnigan Kaiser, Reluctant Preppers. So take a listen here. Especially, I've been thinking a lot about shortages. I've also been wondering why there is a semiconductor shortage. You hear a lot of articles talk about raw material shortages. Often seems as if they almost go out of their way to talk about which specific raw materials. I'm starting to think that silver is at the heart of a lot of that. And anyway, here's a quick comment from Rick.
I forgot to ask you this question. We were talking about silver earlier. When we had you on over a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, there was this phenomenon, the Sprott having purchased up all this rings and rings of physical silver available in North America, that sort of thing. Since then, there seems to have been the sense of a loosening up of availability of silver globally. How are you seeing that? Or are you still connected with that process as far as Sprott's being able to acquire physical silver in the quantities necessary to support investment demand without having to go to extraordinary efforts to do so?
It's ironic that even as the demand for, the supply of retail inventory increases, that is to say, the extraordinary shortages that we saw in retail silver product are beginning to be addressed. In particular by the reopening of COVID-closed refineries in Switzerland and other places. The amount of silver that was taken out of the market by the so-called silver squeeze has meant that although Sprott is still able to buy institutional quantities, it is not easy. There has been a fundamental change in the availability of silver. That isn't to say if $15 million rolls into the Sprott Physical Silver Trust, we will be able to buy the silver, but we won't be able to buy it in 7 or 8 seconds of responsible trading, the way that we were 2 years ago or 3 years ago. There are ongoing shortages in the silver market, addressable shortages, but noticeable nonetheless. What's important, I think, is that this continuing shortage in the physical space means that the impunity and ease that large financial players and hedge funds had to use the physical market to spoof the term market, and the interplay between the amount of physical that is regarded as good delivery to secure trades on the LBME and the COMEX has changed. If I were the risk manager for a very large bank that was trading in silver and speculating on the arbitrage between the near-term physical market and the long-term paper market, I would be much less cavalier today than I would have been 2 years ago.
Also,
Well, several interesting comments there. That he talked about how the risk managers would be a lot less incentivized to short paper. I don't think that's complete coincidence that that's happening. I've seen the short positions reduce. This was following Basel III. By the way, have you looked up what Basel IV is about yet? So just some things to think about. And also mentioning the shortages again, following the silver squeeze weekend. Oh yeah, that he said that they were addressable. Only way, well, actually, maybe I'll hold off on whether I think they are addressable or how they could be addressed and leave that for you to think about, which probably be more helpful anyway. So just a couple quick comments there. Thanks again to Silver Viper for sponsoring tonight's video. Silver Viper will be at Silverfest October 26th through 31st. And information on all that hopefully coming up this week, but a lot been going on. And perhaps more than anything, I personally remain more confident than ever that we're nearing the end of this. As always, you need to make your own decisions that are best served for you. But based on all the things that I've been reading, hearing, and studying, and also it's been nice to get back to a little bit more trading and also looking for some of the other canaries in the coal mine that you might not see in silver land, but might indicate when something is coming. So that's what I've been up to lately, and also just follow the market. So hope you're all doing well out there. Thanks again, Silver Viper, and we'll see you again soon.